Chapter 1. Danny Wallace. Danny Wallace was getting dressed for school. He combed and brushed his hair quickly. Then he put his hair grease on his hair to make his hair look good. He could see his African skin sweating and his facial hair underneath his chin. So he grabbed his razor and quickly shaved his face, getting most of the hair, if not all, of the hair gone. He always hated how his facial hair itched his skin, so he felt a sense of relief when he cut off his facial hair. But that didn't matter, because today was the day he had been waiting for. He could feel the excitement coming from his face, because he was starting his first day of senior year high school. After graduation, he would be getting ready to go to college. I'm going to make the best of my senior year, he thought. He never felt this happy before. The feeling of being so close to being an adult had created a sense of exhilaration in him. He finished getting dressed, grabbed his backpack, and headed towards the door when all of a sudden he noticed a golden amulet sitting on his bed with a note on it. He picked up the note. Judging by the handwriting, he knew it was from his mom. It stated, "Hey Danny, your grandfather wanted to give you this as a gift for you becoming a senior. This artifact has been in our family for centuries and I passed down for generations, and now he wants you to have it. Please take care of it. Love, Mom." Danny grabbed the amulet and took a closer look at it. There was a strange inscription that had Hebrew symbols and markings. He couldn't read it for a second, but then suddenly, as if his brain was putting it all together, like it was natural, the description read, "David of Israel." Danny didn't know why, but he felt a sense of calmness as he was able to read the description of the amulet. It was as if he was naturally born to wear it. Whenever he read his Bible and began to study it, he would always go to the book of Kings for David's story. It was as if he could relate to him in some type of way. He placed the amulet around his neck and it immediately felt natural to him, as if it was a part of him now. He then went to his backpack, went back to his task at hand, got the rest of his things, and put them in his backpack. He left the house for school. As he was walking to the bus stop, he could hear someone walking behind him, but not just any kind of way, the kind that feels really creepy, as if he was trying to sneak up on him. Then he saw in the corner of his eye that a mysterious figure had on a black hoodie, blue jeans, and a pair of black and gold Jordan shoes. Then he kept walking at a steady pace, but he kept an eye on the hooded figure. Suddenly the figure started to run towards him with an object. He couldn't see clearly what it was. With haste, the figure leaped and tried to touch him in the back of his head, but then he used his quick reflexes to his advantage. He moved slightly to his left, dodged the figure's attack, and put his right leg to trip the figure. The boy then fell to the ground with a thud and let out a loud, light scream. Then he said, "Danny, you didn't have to trip me like that." The boy got up and pulled off his hoodie. He was African American with dreadlocks and a dog that across his neck. He was clearly well built from head to toe. Danny recognized him immediately. It was his friend, Samuel Corbin, or Sam for short. Danny sighed with a sense of relief and said, "Hey Sam, you're gonna have to do better next time if you want to spook me." "Okay, I will. Anyway, are you excited for senior year, man?" "Yeah, I can't wait." "Yeah, we'll have to end it off with a bang." "You know it." Danny and Sam watched as other students appeared. When they appeared, Danny and Sam would go and talk to them. Both of them were very outgoing people, and they loved to make new friends. They continued to talk to the fellow students for 15 minutes. The bus appeared around 9:05 a.m. Danny and Sam showed the bus driver their student IDs. They sat in the front row, right beside each other, as they always did. Sam and Danny had been friends since the third grade. They had always protected each other and looked out for each other against bullies and against girls that were no good to them. Danny remembers when he first met Sam very clearly. He remembered during the third grade when he was playing on the slides by himself. Out of nowhere, a ball hit him in the face, and he watched as a group of four kids walked over to him and called him short and a loser. This angered Danny, as he hated when kids like that belittled him. Then one of the kids pushed him on the ground and began to kick him all over his body. Then he felt the blows all over his body as the kids pummeled him. Each kick felt like more fierce and brutal. Danny began to close his eyes, but out of the corner of his eye, he could see a kid behind them who had told him to stop. The kids turned around and laughed, tried to push him aside, but the kid began to attack them and punches and kicks. Then he could see the kids fight back against the kid defending him. Then he stood on his feet and charged his four kids. Together, they defeated the bullies. They've been friends, and they've been friends ever since. Danny had always been proud of his friend Sam, ever since he helped him against those bullies. Ever since then, he had always been supportive of Sam, and Sam in turn has done the same. Danny knew that even though their friendship had been through a lot, this would be their biggest challenge yet. It's like we're inseparable. We could never be torn apart, Danny thought. As Danny was in his thoughts, the bus arrived at the school. Danny and Sam got off the bus and walked outside. While Danny was walking, he looked around the school. It was a massive building surrounded by forests of pure green, humongous trees, and a giant football stadium. Danny always enjoyed the school, and now this is the last year. As he continued to walk into the school, he had a feeling in his heart that something wasn't right. Then there was a voice in his head, but it was a high pitched, like it was from a powerful being. The voice said, "Everything is about to change, Danny. Everything is about to change."